Hello, internet friends. I thought I would do a workshop tour today for no particularly good reason. I guess backing up a few steps, this is kind of like when you come down into the basement here, this is the entrance. And so this is one of my recent changes here. I put this set of shelves up here. This is all work in progress. I wanted to kind of divide the space in half, not half, but into two different areas. So there's kind of a work area and a storage area. And I came up with this idea that, I got that corner there. So what if I just came out from the corner with some shelves and that would sort of set it off. You walk around this side and this is all kind of the storage area behind here. So the plan eventually is to put a back on this because I don't want all these shelves to be open. When you're over here in the quote unquote nice part of the room, you shouldn't have to be looking at the backs of whatever's on these shelves. And I also want to put a kind of countertop on here, but this will do for now. And you can tell, obviously, this wall here and the floor is unfinished. That's because I ripped out some seats that were here. They're what we called the bowling alley seats. They were this really weird vinyl sort of U-shaped thing that went around there like you'd see in a bowling alley or a diner or something. I don't know. So I took those out and have to repair the damage. But for now, I've just kind of arranged things so I can see how I want it to go. I also put up all of these little drawers up here. So I have tons and tons of space for storing components of all shapes and sizes, and plenty of room to expand there. And the small ones over here. So that's going to be great. What I want to do is put a shelf that goes kind of all the way across. So I just stuck this board here as a placeholder so I could kind of get the idea. That's about the right height of the shelf. So I'm going to keep these drawer units and then I'm going to have a shelf right above it. And that provides a convenient place. I have some outlets on the back here for all kinds of different things that plug in or charging stations. Yeah, what else did I do here? I put up this wall control pegboard. It's a really nice metal pegboard where they have the regular slots and then they have their own kind of custom slots. Tons of stuff on Thingiverse, by the way, for 3D printing accessory holders for either your pegboard or specifically for the wall control. So I tried out a few of those designs here just to hold various things. Always good to have some pegboard around. And finally, a place for I ordered these jars. What are they called? Smart jars. A long time ago from a Kickstarter. I have a whole case of those things. Over in the corner here, I just stuck the Raspberry Pi. I forget which model. This is the one that's built into the keyboard. And just a spare mini monitor I had lying around. Because you never know. When you do a Raspberry Pi project, that's another thing that's a pain in the butt, is to go find a place to plug it in. 3D printer stuff is over here. This has been like this for quite a while, but it's also one of my things I'm happy with, the way I did it. And IKEA, I think these are called LAC cabinets. This I had a video about a while back. Put the breadboard 6502 computer on the wall. So let's swing around over here. This is another one of those situations where the house came with this bar. It's really old-fashioned and goofy. We don't drink, so having a bar doesn't super appeal to me, and it became a place where stuff just got piled and piled on top of it, partly because there wasn't enough storage. I took the mirror off from behind the bar and I put up a TV instead. So that's a lot more useful to me than having a mirror there that you're supposed to pile your liquor in front of or whatever. It can be a place to hang out, watch stuff, but also I can play games and things on it. So I had this set up before so I could have my PC displayed here. There's a gaming PC behind the bar, and that's for my VR rig, I guess, as it were. But now that I have the big TV, what if I want to use that TV to play a game? So I got a Matrix HDMI switch. What's really nice about that is it's got two outputs, and I can route any of the inputs to any or both of the two outputs. So I can independently put whatever I want on the small screen over there, but then if I want the PC to be on the big screen, I can do that. And voila. And so good for gaming, good for, you know, putting on a Chromecast or any other sort of inputs that I have. Of course, you know, wireless keyboard and you're good to go. And I also have a USB switch so that I have, you know, a few different things that I might want to control with this keyboard and mouse, and I can swap those pretty easily as well. So I'm very pleased with myself on the job I did here. In addition, running all the electrical stuff behind the TV and then running the connections down to some jacks there. So if whatever stuff I need to plug in, I guess I can show you. This is a little bit messy. So this is kind of all the hookups for this. I got my matrix switch there, and you know, all the kinds of USB stuff I have to plug in, Ethernet. I'm slowly tidying this up to hopefully the point where there'll just be like a nice little neat umbilicus cable. And yeah, and then the PC lives down there. This has all been here for a while, but I got the Glowforge laser cutter over here. So when I do laser cutting projects, that's where that lives, and material storage underneath there. And then we have occasional retro computers will pop up in various places. It's the PDP-8 replica. I forgot the word replica for a minute. Still have to finish tidying up all the various storage drawers and things, but those have been there for years, and they're going to take a while to clear out. Workstation here for an additional workstation and controlling various things to run the CNC when I need to. And what I like about this all-in-one PC is it has an HDMI input as well. So I can stick a laptop on there, connect the cable, and use it as an extra workstation display, keyboard, mouse, and so on. Got the X-Carve over here for doing CNC work. Primarily, the only thing I really do with it these days is once in a while make a circuit board prototype for something. But I got that SuperPID controller here, so it can precisely control the speed of the X-Carve, which is good. Yeah, here's some more retro computing. We got the PDP-11 replica. We've got the Altair replica. And the electronics bench. So yeah, this is, I think, nicely equipped electronics bench. A couple power supplies, got the signal generator, the benchtop multimeter, electronic load, hot air rework station, really nice Rohde & Schwarz oscilloscope with all of the options optioned on it, and of course soldering, fume extraction for the soldering. I can just pull this out when I need it. And then streaming stuff set up here. So I have a couple of webcams. I have the one that's pointed down at the table for when I'm doing that kind of stuff. Talent camera over here. Also got this webcam over here for if I'm doing laser stuff, I can just swing that arm out and get a good shot of what's going on with the Glowforge. Through that, oh, the microscope, got to have the inspection scope, and with the camera on that so I can show that as well. Got to have the Stream Deck for being able to switch all of those different things. And all of those go into this Intel NUC PC here, which has lots and lots of inputs and outputs. And for something that can be hung on the wall, it's got quite a bit of power to be able to handle all of those video streams, and works really well. And so that's the primary monitor keyboard for that. And then I got a secondary display. This is actually touchscreen, so if I'm doing streaming stuff, I can set up OBS Studio to let me switch inputs and outputs with that. And then the Elgato key light there for doing video stuff like that. And then this is all hooked up to my home automation stuff. So if I press this button, is this the button? Yeah, so if I press that button there, key light goes on. The light that would be behind my head, ruining the shot with backlighting, turns off automatically. The wall light turns off automatically because that's also in the shot. And so that sets me up for sort of doing a video conference call or streaming. And then I can go back to sort of normal lab mode with that other button. And then the main workstation over here is the iMac with the 5K Retina iMac with the additional 4K monitor on the side and the IKEA sit stand motorized desk, which I make a lot of use of. Really like to have a standing desk. It's mat for the standing desk when I'm not standing on the standing desk. I usually sit on the ball. I had this wacky idea. I like to just try to do eccentric things once in a while. So I had this idea that I won't own any chairs, like standard office chairs. So, you know, I got stools and things in here. These, by the way, best shop stool in the world, the Stanley Vidmar. But you won't find an office chair in this room, at least now. Now, maybe I should get one because I'm kind of missing having a chair to sit in. Anyways, yeah, that's that lamp thing I made a while back. So what else we got in here? Man, this is going on. This is going on and on. Silhouette Cameo, vinyl / paper cutting machine. Nice for doing craft projects as well. We talked about the laser cutter, talked about the 3D printers. Yeah, I think I'm running. What other things do I really like? I like my vacuum here. This is the Fine Shop Vac, which is great for cleaning up all kinds of stuff. And I particularly like the fact that it has a ridiculously long cord coupled with a ridiculously long hose, which means that from that corner of the room, this thing reaches the entire rest of the room. I can literally clean those stairs with this, and I have the attachment to do the floor. And the other reason that it's there is because when I do use the CNC, I just reach under here. I've got an additional hose connection. So if I connect that on, then that comes up here, and I can put the boot on there for dust collection from the CNC. So it's all planned out. Yeah, that's all. Hope you have enjoyed my lab tour, and I will see you in another video. Bye.